Well, hey, we've got another exciting install today. Bison Gear has sent me a JLU shelf. So as you could see from some of my other videos, I already had one. Great, loved it, carried all my stuff, great divider for everything, but it was like super heavy. And with the big lip around it, it was kind of only efficient for carrying my compressor and the ladder for my tent. So Bison Gear has this incredible shelf. It's height adjustable, lightweight. It's got a divider for the back so nothing will slide over onto the kiddo while if we have to slam on the brakes or what have you. And then if you don't have a shelf, it's kind of an absolute must-have for your off-roading needs, because you don't want to pile everything up all over the place. It makes it a little difficult. And when you get to camp, it's easier to sort everything out. So I highly recommend one of these, as it's very space saving, especially this one being so low profile. Super easy to install. I'm going to show you today. We just pop some caps off instead of pulling out the roof hardware that I did for the previous one. So anyway, without further ado, let's get to it and follow along. Check these out, guys. This is Destination to Nowhere doing some installs. Yeah. Now, I believe it's as easy as popping that off and exposing a couple mounting holes. Let's check that out on this side. Hoo-yah! Just like that. Pretty simple. Let's grab the box. Well, I did bust into this a little bit. I have some video of getting into it. I was just curious, making sure everything survived the trip, because there was some damage on the box from the shipper. As usual, Bison Gear takes extra precautions, enforcing the sides, making sure that our package gets to us in one piece. That is what we're installing today. Very similar to the other, except as I just showed you, it utilizes the roll bar mounts. Much more precautionary measures taken to ensure the product is not damaged. So thank you, Bison Gear, for taking the extra step to make sure our products are arriving to us safely. We've got the mounting hardware and the shelf unit itself. This thing is so much different. I will have to make sure that I hold up the other one so you can see the difference once this is all installed. All right, let's do it. So as mentioned, it tells us to remove those pieces, and it's telling you to construct divider and whatnot ahead of time. So let's go do that. All right, let's get started. Here's the shelving unit, instructions, side pieces, and the rear support as mentioned. Really like how they add their little touches. Everything looks to line up upon first look. So I guess we'll open up these side pieces as well. All the pieces seem to be accounted for. Lay out some hardware here. I'm just going to do a quick little separation. So you're going to want to start on your outside pieces, because it will kind of flip over. Let's grab an Allen key. They are a snug fit. So now that I've threaded the nut through, you can see what I was talking about. So I do the outs or the inside piece first, and you can fold if you need. and then it just kind of flips back and lines up with the other holes. So they are very snug. So you have to thread them in as you go. Because they won't push through. Oh, as you can see there, they're pretty snug. Then you do your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So to speed this up, I'm gonna flip this over now that we've got that one in there. Maybe you can see a little better. You just thread them in as such. You're also going to be putting some nuts on the other side of this. So we're just loosely putting them in and then putting, it looks like a 10 mil on there. Now that those are on, let's take these and slap them on here. Tighten these up. Kind of looks like a 10 mil. Yes, it is. They are going to go on like so. So we can stand that up. We're gonna need the washer. So we just line these puppies up. We're gonna go top hole in to a washer, then the nylock. We'll just snug that on there. Then we'll grab the next ones. And I'm not gonna really tighten these up yet because I would really like to ensure that I am putting the at the desired height that I would like. So, oops. And well, I've got this here. So that's the entire unit right there. The other one that I had consisted of these big heavy arms and this behemoth of a insert. You can see it's not really open on all sides, which is great for a basket if you're carrying certain things like drones and stuff like that, but this has a nice little lip on it. It's lighter. This is exactly what I've been looking for. So let's get back in the Jeep and mount this up. 100% certain on the best way to install this by yourself, but because I am typically doing this by myself, where there's a will, there's a way. See much of it as it appears that the works like that, but there's some more plastics here that kind of seem to be interfering with. You're getting some real world stuff here with this install. Now, it wouldn't surprise me, but I've run into a lot of problems being that my Jeep is a 2024. Let's see if I can't make it work somehow. But the seatbelt piece is really creating a problem here. Let's see if I can't force it down to make this work. think I've got it. As I said, where there's a will, there's a way. We got this. Just a slight little push, and everybody's got power tools to install these kinds of things, so I am doing everything manually so you can see what needs to be done. Now comes the fun part, where we see if we can install this thing without having somebody come and hold it for us. So far, I'll say I'm really I'm liking how high this is gonna go. Okay, let's see, are you gonna fit for me? Yes. Okay, so let's see if we can't make some magic happen here. We'll put some weight on that. Let's see if we can't get a washer nut on this bad boy. Perfect. Okay. And let's do this side as well. Okay. All right. So, would you look at that? So, not sure what you can see with that shelf in the way. Not much. So already, look at how sleek this is. Already, it's sitting higher. So my biggest problem was the other one came farther towards me, and I couldn't get my fridge open, which was a real drag on the last trip. But the only thing I was storing up here was my compressor and my ladder. Now that being said, I've got a new compressor mount coming for over here, so I don't have to mount that up here anymore. And this thing, if I need to bring something bigger in the back, I can just adjust it. And look how high that goes. Like, I can keep that right there all the time because my ladder just goes right there. And then nothing's gonna fall out because it's got that big guide up there. This is perfect. Bison Gear has killed it yet again. And voila. Look at that. Look at that perfect contour of the separation piece. Very excited to get out and use this on the next trip. Hey guys, had a little bit longer to use the new shelf in the back. Just wanted to report back at the end of this video and let you know it's been just as good as I initially thought it was going to be. I've been able to move it as I needed. Everything fits up top. Lip that's on one side that I'll show you in a second holds everything in. If you're looking for a good storage opportunity for the back of your Jeep, check these guys out. Bison Gears knocked it out of the park with this. I know there's a few other units that are on the market, but this one's kind of checked all the boxes for me, which is pretty good because I'm pretty picky. But everything they've had so far has been top notch. Remember, forget to like and subscribe. I've got a few more products from them that I'm going to be installing and reviewing. I know some of you have seen those Molly panels. They're pretty awesome. But oh yes, I will show you the lip that I was talking about. So this inner lip holds everything in. I've got axe mounted inside here. I do put the shovel in here as well. It's nice, you get some light pass through. And it's pretty high up. You can see when it's not in use. It can go almost up to the top of the roll bar, all the way down if needed. Go check them out. Get yourself one if it's what you're looking for. You won't be disappointed. Bye for now.